Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Old Dominion Monarchs taking on the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Monarchs will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the tailback. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Coastal Carolina.
Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw. It's Graves. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Coastal! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Grove. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Monarchs racing to the line in a hurry-up. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Monarchs will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Brings up second down.
They'll give it to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun. Give on the inside. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Monarchs are flying down the field.
Good enough for a first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
Power football with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the ground with the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop on the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Ball in the air, intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Makes his connection. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's good enough for first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 14, Old Dominion 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Handoff from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Monarchs will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Walters. Got his man quickly. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. On the move is the 30. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Monarchs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 3.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Graves. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Old Dominion. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. On second down, he's looking downfield. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Graves. He looks that one in nicely. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wide out in motion. Calls his own number. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Chanticleers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. Fires and picked off. Touchdown, Coastal! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's moving out of the pocket. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Walters. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now improvising. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He'll finally... But he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense.
Just keeps moving. Touchdown, shot to clear. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
First down for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Douglas. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Release to the back. It's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
At the 46-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath them.
A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Timeout, ultimate.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Number 15, set to kick it away.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over. First and 10.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 35. Racing to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Number 3.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
42. Ultimate 28.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Graves. Got his man down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The Monarchs want to move quickly. Quarterback will keep it. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Douglas. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Old Dominion. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking for a man. It's Graves. The throw. It's caught.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Bulls his way forward. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going up top on first down. Unleashes one. They're intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. That's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
The shot that clears, trying to cash it in on first and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Quick handoff. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, shot to clear. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because
he uncorks one deep. Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30 plus. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. fires to the wideout. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Old Dominion.
Quarterback keeps it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, ODU. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 10, set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivory. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Shots will take over 1st and 10.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Graves. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the connection, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? The give on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 56, Old Dominion, 42.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the move.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so.
Touchdown, Monarchs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They'll try the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. On the move. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Back to pass, it's Graves. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Now on the move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And the Monarchs are in the hurry up. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
He wants to throw it again. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Monarchs in the hurry up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Touchdown, Old Dominion. Number 13, hauls it in the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 28 to Alabama. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
I tell you what, this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
And the Chanticleers with the 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field. It's Graves. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Douglas. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Good enough for first down.
Fast motion from the offense. From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They want to run this quarterback. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
He'll pull it on the read. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The shot that clears will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the window's...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, shot to clear. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes.
Oh, he wants it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, ODU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And they did tack on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Powers through the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Old Dominion.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Leaves it with the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Old Dominion.
One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.